Today's video was sponsored by Epidemic Sound. Previously on Building Fury. And instead of what I usually do, these are gonna be very random. I mean, come on, that looks incredible. Anyways, the idea is I'll make a bunch of these elements that all kind of look similar but are not identical. And we'll put the little guy on top there. It is already getting shape, guys. This is definitely promising for next episodes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this brand new episode of Building Fury the Ride. Today we're gonna build the entrance to change it up. I want to get some nice variety in this series, so I thought why not just do this for this episode. The idea is pretty straightforward. I want to build a giant phoenix with its wings spread open, which is then the entrance. So let's get to it. I think this might be a good place for it. And first I will begin with a very simple wooden structure, which the phoenix is gonna be laying on top of. I guess we'll go with a very basic wooden texture. And for this, let's actually go with the metal parts again. See this kind of stuff right there. Some tiny bolts again, you know the drill. And then the whole thing we shall copy like so. Maybe even some extra details at the foot and then we should be there. See, that looks quite nice. Now here comes the difficult part, the phoenix itself. It's gonna be kind of similar to the dinosaurs in Movie Park 1, except this time it is a phoenix and I have no idea what the hell I'm gonna do. Let's say this is gonna be his chest, kind of. Then we'll have a cone that kind of attaches to it, which is gonna be like his lower body. I don't even know. I guess let's first kind of figure out the proportions and then move on from there. These are gonna be his shoulders, and then right here his neck. I'm not sure about this, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so his body should definitely be a tad bigger, more something like this, I guess. And then for his wings, we'll just, this is gonna be so hard to actually make symmetrical. It's impossible, really. Why do I feel like I'm gonna regret this? Are we gonna make him sit like on top of the little gate or just behind it, like on the ground? I don't know. Okay, well, I suppose let's grab one of those just to get a little bit closer to his face. Here you go. Okay, let's begin. Basically, what I'm gonna have to do now is kind of try and get this shape in here somehow. This could be his lower jaw, kind of. The amazing thing is, this doesn't actually need to be all that perfect because I'm gonna be covering this with feathers anyway. In fact, let me just go ahead and make one of those feathers right now. I'll start with one of these, and then using some more, I can kind of make a feathery shape. Is this too much? Yeah, this is too much. Proceeds to make it even worse. Let's try it out. Okay, so the good news is this looks really nice. The bad news, we're never going to be able to actually finish this whole thing like this. The local item limit is going to cry. It probably already is. I just really don't see this happening, but I guess we can try. It's always worth trying. Maybe for some miraculous reason, it does actually work. Let's see. Nope. There you go. That is too bad though. This would have looked incredible. Let's try it like this then. Just a simple shape like that. Definitely does reduce the amount of items. I'll just try and kind of fill up this whole head using these feathers and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so that right there looks like something. Let's first go ahead and try make his beak, because I'm not gonna lie, I think that is one of the biggest challenges too. However, this actually seems pretty good already. What the heck? We'll paint all of that plastic for now. Dude, that's crazy. It definitely has to be a whole lot darker though, like almost black. But then also part of it is supposed to be yellow, like the... Dude, this is actually working out so well. What the hell? I'm not gonna lie, I was dreading this part, but dude, check that out. Then the eyes, let's put those right about there. And I'll try out the classic eyelids trick. Here you go. Instant realistic looking eye. Dude. Oh, that is wonderful. I can put in this one, but not the other one. That, oh, yeah! Never mind, I flipped it and now it works. Now for the feathers on his chest, I'm thinking we just use some cylinders like so, both to save some local space and just because it's much faster. I'd like to finish this bird at some point in my life, so, you know, I'm hoping if we paint all of that, it instantly looks a bit better. There you go. Yeah, that is kind of nice, actually. It's simple, but it works. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a visitor. It's been ages, fire-looking bird. Then now for the wings, it is basically the same thing again. I'll just put a bunch of these feather-looking thingies on the edges, all of course in a similar shape as the original Phoenix artwork, and then we should be good, honestly. I can even add a few different layers like so to give it a little bit of depth. And for this Phoenix, to kind of save time and space, let's only focus on the front, so not the back. I'm gonna try cleaning it up just a tiny bit, but this is not gonna look amazing or anything. Besides, I don't even think we could put all of those feathers on both sides. And just like this, I'm kind of giving shape to the wing. Kind of a base outline, if you will. There you go. Dude, this is gonna be so cool. Just filling it up with a whole bunch of layers, and that is definitely starting to look like the vibe I'm trying to achieve. Well, I finished one side now. That means I'm gonna have to do that exact same thing on the other side as well. See you in a bit. First, however, a quick word from the sponsor of today. Ladies and gentlemen, Epidemic Sound just announced a very exclusive discount on their music service. Viewers of this channel can get 2 months of free music and sound effects from their huge catalog of music and sound effects. All 100% safe for you to use in any content. There is a ridiculous amount of stuff on there, and as you know, I've been using this since the very beginning of my YouTube career. For the whole Fury project that's going on now, I'm using it a ton as well, offering cinematic tracks that are very emotional and calm, and also very dramatic and epic music like this. It helps bring it alive, which is super important in any kind of video editing. Anyway, this special discount is available for a personal plan for only 5 days from now, so make sure to hurry up if you want to use this. Don't miss out, use the link down below in the description, and then now let's continue the video.
2,000 years later.
That took longer than it should have, but it is finished. Now all we still need are the feet and the tail, starting with his legs right here. Let's see. For the base, once again, I just use some very simple cylinders. Gonna try making those claws as well, using the same kind of method. Then I kind of just have to find the right spot for these chicken legs. Here you go. I think something like this shouldn't even be so bad. The claws themselves, however, do need to be black. There you go. Much better. That's not it. So from here, it looks fine, but then then it just gets completely... You know what? What if we just kind of surround it with rocks so you don't see those angles? Let me just kind of redo this leg here and see if I can somehow make it work. I mostly made it a bit smaller just now and more of a dinosaur style leg, which makes sense because it's basically just a huge chicken. Let's see if this works a bit better. There, that looks a lot more natural. Yes. Let's go ahead and copy this over to the other side. And there, yes, dude, that is much better. Still a bit strange, but much better. We'll just have to play around with the position a little bit to make it work. The only problem with this is that the gate we built doesn't fit underneath here in any way. So that's great. I guess we'll just put it right behind it here, and underneath the claws we'll put some rocks as if he's just kind of standing on rocks. What a genius solution. I love it. I'm not putting too much effort in this right now, just for the idea. This right here seems absolutely fine for now. Okay, finally what we need is the tail to finish it off, and for those I'm just going to use the same exact feathers, just kind of sticking out his back like so. And I'm really just going to freestyle this because I don't feel like planning all of this out. It's kind of random anyway. It's feathers. They go wherever they want to go. This is actually really boring. It takes forever and it's just the same stuff over and over, which to be fair is 99% of these videos, but still. I feel like this is even worse than usual. You're only seeing such a small part of it too. I have to actually sit through this and build all of this. I have such a terrible life. Finally, some last feathers on his back that kind of fade into his tail. I hope this actually works. Kind of like this. Man, I really don't know about this. The back looks very weird. I guess with rocks, I'm just gonna have to cover it up a little bit, like around it and between it. I don't know. I mean, it looks pretty cool how he's standing on the rocks. That's nice. But making organic things like this, it's not my favorite thing to do. I prefer structures and buildings and things that are not so randomly shaped. However, all things considered, I do think it looks pretty okay, pretty decent. It does kind of resemble the Phoenix that this is all about, so that's nice. It's just really hard to do. It's not my biggest quality, I suppose. But yes, today's video might not be be all that long, but I still need to finish the Fury short film that's coming out on my main channel. It is so much work, so I'll have to prioritize working on that for a change. If you enjoyed this video, make very sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell not to miss a single future video. Then I hope I'll see you in the next episode of Building Fury.